Really?
The issue is, this isn't chart porn, as he said. What this is chart manga. This is a way of communicating fantastically complex issues and geeky bits of the market that people have ignored for far too long to the public at large. It's fantastically important for democracy. It's fantastically important that politicians actually understand this stuff and understand the other issues that you're pointing to as well, Anne.
And can I say that the only reason that politicians and economists and commentators came to look at credit markets was because of the work of the great Gillian Tett.
No,
but it's interesting, isn't it? Because I mean, there's been real sort of interest in the data, the raw data, the peeling away of all the sort of the soundbites and the politics. And do you think that's because of the state of the summits and the Eurozones and all the stuff we talked about at the beginning?
I think it's terrific. We need to get the public engaged and understand how money goes around the world, or how right now, unfortunately, it's not going around the markets effectively.
And also people don't trust either economists or politicians anymore because they have been conned. They were told, don't worry, join the euro and, you know, there's fairyland thereafter. But go out and take out a credit card, borrow to your heart's delight, and all will be well. But we were encouraged to do that by our politicians and by, you know, the Alan Greenspans of this world and, you know, the central bank governors and, you know, respected economists.
But you can always find a flip side to a chart, can't you? I mean, just the fact that you two disagreed about the way you read public-private borrowing suggests that.
But it's also about the way economists look at symptoms and not at causes. And there may be a reason for that. The thing about my chart was that I think it is ideological that we just have a blind spot for private sector debt, that for decades we pretended, while this debt was growing in this enormous volume, that it wasn't there, and we focused on the public sector. I think that's ideological, and economists have been ideological.
The critical issue is, if you can map a system, you can start to see what people aren't actually watching, the dark corners, and often it's the dark corners that really matter. Anne deserves a lot of credit because she was trying to highlight these issues many, many years ago, and unfortunately there weren't enough people who were trying to map a system, model it, and then above all else modify it. We have to map the financial system and then work out how to change it going forward.
And furthermore, economists have been very good at blinding us with the science of modelling and so on, and not really talking common sense.
We're running out of time. We'll give the last word to Louise.
The reason why these wholesale credit markets are important is because if banks can't fund themselves, they cannot then turn around and give that money to businesses and individuals. That is called a credit crunch. Post-Lehman, the credit crunch caused massive damage to the global economy, not just the Eurozone, the US economy, to the global economy. Okay. This is important. These are markets people need to focus on, not equities and bonds.
Thank you all very much indeed. Thanks for coming in as well. You can see no fewer than 11 gorgeous graphs selected just for you by some of the world's leading economists on our website, the Newsnight website.